Next set of questions that we have. First one is, does the city trash service pick up large items? If so, how does the process work? The city of Ark City does pick up large items, from couches to beds to just additional trash that you've cleaned out from your garage. And if it's a pretty ordinary amount, what I mean by ordinary, it's not anything that is going to cause us a tremendous amount of extra work, we will pick that up. But we do recommend that you do give us a call ahead of time, because in a lot of instances, the equipment that's necessary and the manpower that's necessary to clean up these items doesn't work well with a regular residential trash truck. So therefore, we just recommend that you call ahead of time, so that way we don't miss it, and that way we get it picked up. There is a fee, however, if it seems to be an extraordinary amount of trash, but we will work with you. And if you just give us a call, number's 441-4420, and that's the number to call to schedule basically a special pickup.
This doesn't include like yard trimmings, right?
We will do an extra pickup for yard trimmings as well. If you were to happen to pick up a tremendous amount of tree limbs or brush or grass clippings, we will pick that up. There may be a fee associated with the pickup and the hauling off. However, we will pick up and work with you to pick up any items. How many parks does the city maintain? That's an interesting question, and it's a good question. I don't think people realize how many parks the city of Ark City has. Currently we have 17 parks, 9 miles of trail, which encompasses about 280 acres of parkland. And so we have quite a bit of area that we cover. This does not include the Chestnut Street area near the hike bike trail for the boat ramp. Also doesn't include the trail running that is being done just off the hike bike trail near the Ark River. That's an additional 8 to 11 miles of trail system that's currently being developed by a running group and a mountain bike group here in Ark City. And so once those are completed, we'll have about 20 miles of trails in Ark City, which is a tremendous amount of trail work, and hopefully we can continue expanding the trails to provide more opportunities for folks to get exercise in Ark City. 17 parks are maintained by a staff of 5. Tony Tapia is the Parks and Facilities Director, and we have 4 other additional people that maintain it on a regular basis. And so that takes care of the parks in Ark City. Thank you.
Do work release inmates also help with some of the parks needs?
We have 2 to 3 parks and facilities inmates that come down from Winfield Correctional Facility that do help us out. We try to have them help with the cemetery and also with building. We have one individual that is an amazing woodworker and does great cabinetry work and framing and other miscellaneous items, so it's good to have that additional help for the city.
And the supervision for that is directed by Tony, right?
That is correct. Tony and Marcus with the Parks Department. How can citizens submit ideas to the city? We have several different avenues to submit ideas to the city. One of which is to call my office directly. It's 441-4415, and you can speak to Andrew Lawson, or 441-4414, and that's my office number. And I'd be more than willing to visit with you about ideas. I had a couple ideas just this past week, one in regards to stocking our ponds with trout, and another one concerning some of our park areas. So if you have ideas, bring them to me. Also, you can come and attend City Commission meetings on the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 5:30, and there is a time during the meeting which allows for public comment. So if you have some items that you'd like to bring in front of the Commission, by all means do so. Otherwise, you can even just come to my office. If I'm available, I'd be more than happy to meet with you. My office is located at 118 West Central in City Hall, and my door is the first door on the left as you walk in the main doors. And so if I'm here, I'll be more than willing to sit down with you, call me. You can also email me. You can email me at nhernandez, HERNANDEZ, at arkansascityks.gov, or you can contact Andrew Lawson at ALAWSON at arkansascityks.gov. And we'd be more than happy to hear your ideas, and the only way anything gets better is if you present them and try to formulate a solution. Thank you. If the hospital is able to pay back all of its debt to the city, is there plans for the funds? The city has spent over 1.2 million of our own funds in order to cover some of the shortfalls at the hospital. And if those funds were to be returned back to the city, they're not for operations. These are going to be funds that are going to be utilized to pay for projects, street projects, parks and facilities projects, potentially capital equipment purchases such as fire trucks, radios for the fire department, radios for the police department. This will not be used towards operations. It's going to be used to pay off those, pay and allow us to catch up on some of these capital items that have been put off. Some of the items that have been put off is re-roofing of the agribusiness building, also the elevator upgrades at City Hall, and just several of those projects have just kind of been put on the back burner since all this has occurred. But the funds will be used for projects and not for people, and I think that's something that we need to make sure that people are aware of.